Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers have once again found themselves navigating a season filled with highs, lows, and the ever-present challenge of balancing immediate performance with long-term team development. Unlike many of their contemporaries who have aggressively pursued headline-making deals at the trade deadline, the Dodgers chose a path defined by patience, foresight, and calculated risk management. While some teams scrambled to acquire established superstars, Los Angeles demonstrated that strategic planning and a deep understanding of their roster can yield results comparable to major transactions. The strategy was not about grabbing attention or chasing short-term glory. It was about constructing a framework that allows the team to flourish both now and in the seasons to come. At the core of this approach is the recognition of the team's talent pipeline and the belief in the players who are currently sidelined due to injuries. The Dodgers front office, along with manager Dave Roberts, understood that certain key contributors would be returning later in the season, and those returns could have an impact akin to executing a blockbuster trade. Players like Tanner Scott, Michael Kopech, and Blake Snell, who had been absent due to injuries, represent significant reinforcements for the pitching staff, each bringing a combination of skill, experience, and potential that can alter the trajectory of the team's performance. Roberts himself emphasized the notion that welcoming these players back is comparable to adding top-tier acquisitions to the roster, describing it as a series of deadline trades in themselves. This perspective underscores the Dodgers' confidence not just in their current roster, but in the value of timing and health management, which can be just as impactful as any deal made at the negotiating table. The effectiveness of this strategy is also evident in the team's ability to acquire promising talent without sacrificing too much prospect capital. The acquisitions of Alex Call and Brock Stewart, along with the addition of prospects such as Adam Suranowski, reflect a careful balance between immediate needs and future potential. Unlike some aggressive trade moves that demand steep costs, Los Angeles managed to enhance their roster while still securing assets that could contribute in the long term. The concept of incremental improvement, often overlooked in favor of headline-grabbing trades, was at the heart of the Dodgers' approach. It is a philosophy that values sustainability, depth, and adaptability, ensuring that the team remains competitive while continuing to nurture emerging talent. This season, the Dodgers have also demonstrated remarkable resilience in managing injuries, maintaining a competitive edge even when key players were unavailable. The approach is not merely about waiting for injured players to return, but rather about ensuring that the roster continues to perform and adapt in their absence. The front office and coaching staff have leveraged depth in both the pitching rotation and the lineup to keep the team's performance consistent, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for other players to step up. This has reinforced a culture where every member of the roster is prepared to contribute, regardless of circumstance, and where the collective effort is recognized as vital to the team's ongoing success. The Dodgers' pitching staff, in particular, has been a showcase of this depth and adaptability. Recent performances highlight the team's capacity to dominate even when facing formidable opponents. A historic 9-inning game against the Cincinnati Reds saw 5 Dodgers pitchers combining for a franchise record 19 strikeouts, a testament to both individual talent and collective synergy. Shohei Ohtani's longest start and highest strikeout total since joining the Dodgers set the tone, but he was supported seamlessly by teammates like Jack Dreyer, Justin Wrobleski, Edgardo Enriquez, and Blake Trinan. This kind of collaborative performance illustrates the effectiveness of maintaining a deep, versatile roster capable of sustaining high-level play across multiple games and situations. The strategy extends beyond the pitching mound, as the Dodgers continue to carefully manage infield depth and offensive options. Moves such as claiming Buddy Kennedy off waivers, even briefly, reflect a willingness to experiment and provide flexibility while injured players recover. Although Kennedy's contribution was limited over 7 games, his presence offered a temporary buffer in a lineup that had lost key contributors, highlighting the importance of depth and readiness across all positions. The organization's approach to roster management demonstrates a nuanced understanding of both player development and situational needs, ensuring that each decision, whether major or minor, contributes to the overall health and competitiveness of the team. This philosophy has historical precedent for Los Angeles. The previous season saw similar circumstances, with the team navigating a trade deadline while significant talent remained on the injured list. Players such as Mookie Betts and Max Muncy were rehabbing from serious injuries. Yet the Dodgers were able to execute subtle, effective moves that improved the roster without overextending resources. Acquiring players like Tommy Edman, Jack Flaherty, and Michael Kopech mirrored the 2025 strategy, emphasizing under-the-radar enhancements that reinforced depth and versatility. While these moves might not have carried the glamour of high-profile trades, they demonstrated a keen eye for value and potential impact, embodying a strategic philosophy that prioritizes long-term stability and consistent performance. Manager Dave Roberts has articulated the rationale behind this strategy, highlighting the interconnected nature of roster health, prospect capital, and in-season decision-making. The Dodgers' approach reflects a deliberate choice to prioritize the eventual return of injured players rather than chasing marquee names on the market. Roberts framed it as a bet on recovery and timing, acknowledging that players like Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, Michael Kopech, Tommy Edman, Enrique Hernandez, and Max Muncy represented high-value returns that could transform the team's performance. This mindset illustrates the organization's holistic view of team building, where health, timing, and talent are weighed carefully to maximize both immediate and future competitiveness. Beyond roster management, the Dodgers' recent performances underscore the tangible results of their strategy. The pitching staff's ability to achieve historic strikeout totals, coupled with a rotation operating at full strength, demonstrates that the calculated patience exercised by the front office and coaching staff is paying dividends on the field. The collective effort of the team, anchored by both returning stars and emerging contributors, reflects a synergy that transcends individual achievements. In many ways, the Dodgers season has become a case study in balancing strategic foresight with real-time performance, illustrating that careful planning and roster management can rival even the most dramatic trade deadline maneuvers. The Dodgers' narrative this season is also a story of adaptability, resilience, and sustained excellence. The team has faced challenges in the form of injuries, roster changes, and the natural fluctuations of a long season. Yet they have consistently demonstrated the capacity to respond and maintain competitiveness. The combination of strategic acquisitions, patient development, and the timely return of key players creates a dynamic environment where the team can thrive. Fans and analysts alike have observed that the Dodgers' approach reflects an organizational philosophy rooted in discipline, foresight, and a deep understanding of both player potential and situational dynamics, creating a model for sustained success in Major League Baseball. As the season progresses, the Dodgers continue to showcase how depth, preparation, and smart decision-making can translate into on-field dominance. Each game serves as a testament to the effectiveness of combining emerging talent with returning veterans, ensuring that every inning, every pitch, and every at-bat contributes to a larger strategy. Whether it is setting strikeout records, managing injured players, or integrating new talent, Los Angeles has demonstrated that a methodical, forward-looking approach can yield results that rival even the most high-profile, headline-grabbing moves in baseball. The interplay between planning and performance, patience and execution has created a narrative that is as compelling as it is instructive, offering insight into how a team can sustain excellence while navigating the inevitable challenges of a demanding season. As the Dodgers continue to navigate the season, the story of their pitching staff remains central to their identity as a team. The combination of veteran leadership and emerging talent has created a rotation capable of dominating even the most potent offenses in the league. With Shohei Ohtani stretching out to 5 innings in recent starts, the Dodgers have been able to showcase the depth and versatility of their pitching staff, a factor that has contributed to historic strikeout performances. The record-setting 19 strikeouts in a 9-inning game against the Reds serves as a vivid reminder of how a fully healthy and strategically managed roster can produce extraordinary outcomes. Each pitcher brought a unique element to that performance, from Ohtani's command and velocity to Trinan's experience and ability to navigate high-pressure situations, underscoring the team's ability to blend individual excellence with collective execution. This attention to detail extends beyond the rotation, permeating the bullpen and the lineup. The Dodgers have demonstrated a remarkable ability to adjust to injuries and roster changes without losing their competitive edge. Players like Justin Wrobleski, Edgardo Enriquez, and Jack Dreyer have stepped into crucial roles at pivotal moments, contributing to performances that would have been unimaginable without careful planning and preparation. The integration of returning injured players further enhances this dynamic, allowing the team to operate with maximum efficiency and adaptability. The strategic management of health, workload, and performance reflects an organizational philosophy that values long-term success over short-term spectacle, emphasizing the importance of timing and incremental improvement. On the offensive side, the Dodgers have leveraged depth and versatility to maintain a potent lineup even amidst absences. The team's approach has been characterized by a willingness to experiment with different combinations, rotate players through multiple positions, and capitalize on opportunities as they arise. The brief inclusion of Buddy Kennedy, despite limited results at the plate, exemplifies this mindset, providing flexibility and options while other contributors recovered from injury. Similarly, the readiness of players like Tommy Edman and Enrique Hernandez to step into key roles demonstrates the value of cultivating depth and preparing all members of the roster to contribute when called upon. This approach ensures that the Dodgers are never entirely dependent on a single player or moment, creating a resilient team capable of weathering adversity without sacrificing performance. The strategic patience exhibited by the Dodgers also extends to their handling of prospect capital and potential acquisitions. Rather than engaging in aggressive trades that might compromise the future, the team has carefully weighed the value of current assets against the potential returns of returning injured players. This balancing act, articulated by manager Dave Roberts, represents a nuanced understanding of team building that is both pragmatic and forward-thinking. By betting on the health and timing of players like Tanner Scott, Michael Kopech, and Max Muncy, the Dodgers have created the potential for roster improvements equivalent to major trade deadline deals, without the associated financial or prospect costs. This calculated approach reflects a deep organizational confidence in the players and systems that have been developed over the years, highlighting the importance of structure, foresight, and consistency in sustaining success at the highest level. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers around Major League Baseball have intensified in recent days as Freddie Freeman, the star first baseman of the Los Angeles Dodgers, reportedly exploded in frustration, claiming, "I am not valued here." The sentiment, if true, has sent shockwaves through both fans and analysts alike, fueling speculation about the stability of the Dodgers clubhouse and the future of one of the league's most consistent hitters. Freeman, a former MVP, has been lauded for his professionalism and steady performance. Yet sources close to the team suggest that he has increasingly felt overlooked in critical organizational decisions, contract discussions, and media attention compared to some of his teammates. While the Dodgers have consistently been one of the most competitive franchises in the league, boasting a roster stacked with talent and depth, the underlying tension reportedly stems from perceived disparities in recognition and respect. The murmurs of dissatisfaction have not gone unnoticed, with insiders hinting that Freeman's candid remarks might signal deeper fissures within the team hierarchy. Observers point out that the pressure of Los Angeles, combined with high expectations, often leads to emotional moments, but few anticipated such a public and pointed declaration from a player of Freeman's stature, suggesting the story may continue to evolve in ways that could impact the team's dynamics both on and off the field. Freddie Freeman's statement has reignited debate over leadership and communication within the Dodgers organization, raising questions about how management balances star power, clubhouse morale, and long-term planning. The timing of this outburst is particularly significant, coming after a string of critical games in which the Dodgers have faced intense scrutiny from media and fans, who constantly dissect player performance and managerial strategy. Rumors have swirled that Freeman's frustrations are compounded by what he perceives as an inconsistent approach to recognizing contributions across the roster, potentially leading to divisions among players who feel similarly underappreciated. Analysts are now speculating on how this emotional revelation might affect team chemistry during the critical stages of the season, with some suggesting that such tensions, if unaddressed, could manifest in on-field performance issues or influence trade considerations. Moreover, the baseball world is abuzz with the possibility that other teams could see this as an opportunity to court Freeman, leveraging his dissatisfaction into potential acquisition talks. The Dodgers front office, historically known for its calculated approach to roster management, is reportedly monitoring the situation closely, weighing the delicate balance between player satisfaction and maintaining the competitive edge that has defined the franchise for years. Every whisper, every insider tip seems to magnify the pressure, transforming what might have been a private concern into a public spectacle of organizational scrutiny and rumor-fueled speculation. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, sources indicate that the mood has been tense since Freeman's comments surfaced, with teammates and staff reportedly walking a fine line between support and caution. The ripple effect of such an outspoken remark is not trivial, as the team culture has always emphasized cohesion, mutual respect, and collective responsibility, principles that are suddenly being tested by the undercurrent of dissatisfaction expressed by one of its brightest stars. Observers note that even minor disputes within elite teams can escalate quickly, magnified by the intense media spotlight and social media commentary surrounding Los Angeles sports. While Freeman has been praised for his leadership qualities and steady influence, insiders hint that his feelings of being undervalued could spark conversations among younger players who look to him for guidance, potentially reshaping informal hierarchies within the squad. The rumor mill has also begun connecting these tensions to broader strategic questions, including how the Dodgers manage contract negotiations, public relations, and allocation of playing time, all of which could factor into player morale. Fans, naturally, have taken to forums and social media platforms to dissect every possible implication, with speculation ranging from potential trade rumors to the psychological impact on the team's playoff ambitions. The situation is complex, charged with emotion, and teetering on the edge of becoming a defining storyline for the franchise in the current season, as the intersection of personal frustration and professional expectation creates a fertile ground for both concern and intrigue. Media outlets are now picking up on the story, with a variety of narratives emerging around Freeman's declaration of feeling undervalued, each framing it in a slightly different light and adding layers to the ongoing rumor. Sports analysts are dissecting his statistical contributions, pointing out that his consistency and performance under pressure make his dissatisfaction particularly noteworthy, while others emphasize the psychological and emotional dimensions of professional athletics, where recognition and respect are often as crucial as on-field performance. Columnists and commentators speculate on potential responses from Dodgers management, ranging from private meetings aimed at reconciliation to more public gestures that could reassure both the player and the fan base. Meanwhile, social media has become a battleground of opinion, where interpretations, memes, and conjecture swirl at lightning speed, amplifying the sense that this story is evolving in real time and that no detail is too small to escape scrutiny. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.